Kingdom of Saudi Arabia attaches great importance to its cooperation with UN special procedures on human rights. In that regard, we deal with human rights on the basis of a comprehensive approach that centers on society and the individual, as well as improving social standards and enabling comprehensive development. In this light, we stress on the importance of protecting various values and refrain from imposing certain values on all, in order to ensure respect of differences between states and societies, though we believe in common universal values. However, this does not cancel the rights of states and societies to follow the values which are commensurate with their social and cultural diversities. Excellencies, we stress on reinforcing our comprehensive conception of human rights in line with our 2030 vision. This reflects the development of our institutional and legal arsenal with regards to human rights inside the country. We have developed also legislations on the whole, and also regulations on women, their empowerment, and other fields which impact the daily life of citizens and expats. We cooperate also with the Council and its mechanisms, and in these slides we reiterate our thanks to those which provided recommendations through the various rounds of our UPR. We attach great importance to the UPR because it is an important tool at the hand of the Council in order to carry out its mandate in the field of reinforcing cooperation in order to achieve reinforcements of human rights globally. The number of the implementation of our recommendations in the three last rounds, 85% out of 450 recommendations. Excellencies, every institutional dialogue will be taken into account unless we take into account the situation in Gaza. How can we talk about this while Gaza is under ashes? How can we turn a blind while the people of Gaza are displaced, subjected to the worst violations of human rights? We have called repeatedly the international community to bear its responsibility to put an end to escalation and war, to protect civilians, in order to pave the way for a clear-cut, legitimate peace process which includes all parties. In this light, we warn against the disastrous repercussions on threats to attack Rafah as the last refuge for civilians who are there due to the displacement by Israeli army. In spite of 30,000 dead and starvation of millions and lack of security and lack of basic needs, i.e. medicine, water and energy, we see that the Security Council achieves no results in this regard. We reject double standards in this context as well as selections. We call for the implementation of Security Council Resolution 27/2020 and lift restrictions on the delivery and entry of human aid in order to alleviate the unjustified human suffering. We call for a immediate ceasefire that pave the way for a just, comprehensive peace process. Excellencies, we should dissipate doubts about the right of Palestinians to live in security and their rights of determination through a legitimate process that is irreversible for them to have their independent state on the 1967 border with Eastern Jerusalem as its capital on the basis of the Arab Initiative and the relevant UN resolutions. We call upon all countries to adhere to the principles of peace and justice and to work together in order to end what we can call collective punishment and its serious ramifications. And thank you, Mr. President.